Hello everyone, Warangel here, and welcome back to the Wales campaign for Medieval 2. Now, before we record in, I got a chance to have a look around the map, remind myself about what I needed to do for the campaign. So I know that the main part of this campaign will be the assault over here at Tipperary. I got two armies laying siege to it at the moment, although, no, tell a lie, I got one army laying siege to it, led by Gurgen Kavrin, and we've got another army nearby, led by Iago the Merciless. Now, hopefully this unit will be able to provide reinforcement. Yeah, and the fact we got a catapult here as well means we should be able to knock down the gates. I can't remember how much siege equipment we've managed to build with Gurgen. It will be a chance to check it out shortly. But we will basically be laying siege to it this turn. I remember we did lay siege last time, so we should have at least some equipment ready. So we'll get on to that. But before that, we've got a couple of things I want to do on the campaign map itself before we get started with the battles. So the first thing that came to mind was this. I can see that two of my ports are being blockaded by the Norwegians, so I want to clear them out. Now, my army, my fleet, my navy even, is more than capable of dealing with them, so let's go and sort this out. So you guys, yep, we outnumber them nearly 2 to 1, so let's just auto-resolve. Sunk 2 of the enemy ships, fantastic. Okay, can we chase after them? No, we can't. Can't believe how much range they've got to try and run away from. Right, so you're after there. Let's have you guys come after you. What have you actually got? I didn't check.
Me, or be gone.
That's the plan, mate. Okay, 2 dragon boats, 75 men in each, so 150. We should still have the advantage.
Yes,
let's do it.
Preparing to board and engage the enemy.
Good, good, good. Okay, I'll number them over 2 to 1. Let's resolve. They did sink one of my boats. That's unfortunate. It happened to be this one, which had one of the more experienced crews out of the fleet. But it's okay. It's fine. We'll push them off at least.
Victory is ours, sir.
And apparently my relations have worsened with the Norwegians. Well, it's not surprising. They are blockading my ports. Right. Can we get you guys replenished? Because what we got here, we got gunhulks and cogs. Okay, we should. Can we get the cogs done at least? If not the gunhulks, let's have a look. Because we're Velwyn getting trained right now. Okay, let's see. Ah, we can get the cogs done. Okay, let's just order these up then. Take a couple of turns. They'll get done 2 turns from now. Okay, that's fine. We'll keep an eye on those fleets, but at least we're able to sail away and do damage to them if they come back at me. So that's that. What else was there I thought I needed to do? Scotland. That was it. Because I remember, was it last episode I was very negligent about the situation up in Scotland. I think I forgot to do a few things up here. So let's have a quick look. So Dumfries... Okay, we took the city, but it looks like my army is actually quite badly done. So let's see what we can do about this. It might be better... I mean, we've got a fortress here, Caerhevrin, which is going to be ideal for me to get troops. I think this is where I recruited the army initially. But the problem is it's going to be require me to move troops all the way down and spend the time replenishing. But I could just get them trained and send them back up here. Fine, how long is it going to take if I try and march them down? At least 2 turns. At least 2 turns to get down here. And then they have to train and then get back up. I'll tell you what. I can't remember. I think if you're replenishing your men and retraining them, that they're, in this case, for example, the experience will go down because they're being given new recruits to, you know, fill up the numbers, which means their experience is going to go down anyway. So it might be an idea just to lose them. I mean, let's see if I do this. Well, they're still rank 2. I mean, it's not surprising given most of their men now consist of less experienced troops. But we'll take it, I guess. I mean, what else can we do? We can do this one here. You guys, let's put you with them. Okay, so we've got a few units at least, so I'm going to disband this unit of mailed knights. So let's recruit a few units then from Caerhevrin. So what do we have? We've got a few spear units, so a unit Morgano spearman that has seen better days. And archers we're going to need. Maybe some horsemen. Okay, let's do this. So we get a unit of horsemen, a few units of archers. We did have crossbowmen, but I'll take some of those as well. And let's get some Grunt Raiders and some more Velven. There we go. So these will be able to come up and supplement those numbers in the next couple of turns. Now, so that's that done. We had this army here. Griffith covering. That must be related to, I think it was one of the generals laying siege to Tipperary at the moment. Gulgan covering, I think I saw. Right, it must be related. Anyway, you guys can come up here and attack the forts. That's actually pretty good because, yeah, let me just double check. Yeah, we have no Scottish presence in our borders right now, so we can just, if we take this, we'll hold the bridge as well and stop them coming over the river. So let's do that.
They're dead once we breach the walls, sire.
I know. We'll sort it straight away. Vantage is my favour. We're going to do a... do we need a night battle? We'll do a night battle because it gives me an extra point of command, which will make things better for us. There we go. We lost 68 men, and we've taken the settlement.
No!
Oh.
Victory!
Because now we're taking this, we can have two options.
Falls before us. Victory!
Okay, can I talk now? Thank you. Okay, so now we've taken this. I've got an option. I can either keep it until we get my numbers supplemented a bit better, because we have taken a few casualties. Or, there's this city here. Now, what city is this? I'm not good with Scottish geography. I'm thinking it's Edinburgh? Yeah, it's Edinburgh. You've only got 2 units. Oh, hang on a second. Let me check. We've got Orion the Killer here.
Dead?
He's not as good as a spy, but we can at least see what the enemy's got. Yeah, they've only got 2 units. Spear Militia and Noble Highland Archers. That could work. And what's here?
I'm only here to fight the Yagaloot.
You want to say that, Bethad, but I'm going to kill you.
Target, sire.
You don't be rude to an enemy
Stalk
king
the
and expect to get away with it. So how are we going to kill you? Oh, snake in the bed. What a shame we got killed by a one-eyed snake. It's one of those days. Okay, but Edinburgh is actually quite good. It means I can I attack it next turn?
Orders.
I think we can.
Sire.
Yeah, the catapults can't move much because we just moved all the way from here up to there. But yeah, we should be able to take Edinburgh next turn. Assuming they don't get a big garrison or retrain any more troops, we should be able to take it. That would be great. Okay, we've got that in mind. So what else? We've got troops going here at Cahevrin. I wanted to check... Oh yeah, did I get a new unit here? I'm trying to remember. There was something about gunmen. Yes, we got these Magnum in. Yeah, so effective against armor. I would like to get a couple of units of these. But, hang on. What? Did I see these before? Culverin? Let's have a look. Oh. The Culverin is a type of bombard and fearsome piece of artillery, first used in Germany. It utilizes advanced metallurgy techniques, superior construction, and better trained crews to outrange and outshoot nearly all preceding bombards. Able to fire solid or exploding shots. The Culverin is devastating against enemy walls and lethal against enemy troops. That's good. Wow, it's got very long range as well, and I mean, as a comparison, it does more damage than a trebuchet does, and does double the damage of a bombard. Oh, I want some of these. I want some. I'm gonna just get them all. I'm just gonna take them all. I can always put them into the other armies once we've dealt with the situation down here in Ireland, or even have them maybe come over as reinforcements. I mean, it'll take a couple of turns to retrain them, but we might have them join up, because I did have, yeah, we've got a couple of units here, and we're getting those Revelin trains, so those can come in to supplement the assaults down here, and yeah, we did actually have this army here, didn't we? So what's going on with you guys? You're marching down towards Cork. It's going to take a couple of turns to get there. We can use my troops from here and then to sort of blitz down and take it, so all the Irish armies then will become rebels. But we'll have them continue their march down. So any troops we can actually add as mercenaries. We don't have any horsemen. I'll tell you what, let's take a unit of these. Let's just stock up. We've got 5 slots, so let's just take them all. There we go. And what did we pick up as a result? Mercenary Combatant? Yeah. 10% discount on unit training costs and 10% bonus to cash gain from looting. Cool. So we'll get there in 3 turns. Okay, that's good to know. So we have a few troops from here. How far can you guys march? You can actually march really far.
My lord.
So what I might do then is once I capture the city, we'll have one of the generals come over here to join up and lead these troops down, because I had noticed this. I don't remember if I did it last time, but we have Captain Maddock here is actually people that were in my army and decided to rebel. So they are cheeky buggers. I can't believe I've had such a rebellious problem with units rebelling against me in this campaign. It's really bothered me. Okay, anything else we need to do before we get going? Trim is any more troops that we can recruit. We've got 2 more slots after recruitment. And we might as well do it because we got this one's going to be done by itself. Let's get a unit of Revelin and Saferin. There we go. Anything we can do up here? Ooh, we've got a couple of horse units. Cool. Let's recruit a couple of units here then. So units there, more Saferin, some more Revelin as well. We've got plenty of horsemen with, let's get some nailed knights. And 1 more unit. Let's get some more Revelin. Always happy to get more armor piercing damage. Okay, with all that done, that comes to mind, let's get started with the assault. So who do I want to do it? We've got Guggenkavin, who I presume... Let's have a look.
To battle it is then, sire.
You've only got 1 siege tower. And ideally I wanted to fight it this turn. Because I don't want the AI and jumping up. What's the word? Ganging up on me. That's the word I was thinking of. So let's have a quick look. You can do that.
Command me, sire.
Or we can fight with the art catapults. What's this city like? Let's have a look. It's large stone walls. Okay. Can't see anything else. Right.
My lord.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to fight it, but we're going to make sure I'm controlling the both armies. So let's pop onto here. Let's have a look. Bands of power is 3-2 in my favour. We do outnumber the enemy quite a bit. Let's have a quick look at what their force consists of. Few damaged units of javelin men, 2 units of spearmen, which I think makes 1 unit between themselves. Lots of artillery pieces and some archers. And a unit of Galaglach. Okay. We should be able to do this though. Tell you what, we're going to attempt a night battle, because then that gives me the extra point of command, and I'm going to make sure I'm the one who's controlling this army thing. It is tempting to have Yago leader because he's like a 10-star general, but on the other hand, I've got the siege equipment and I can always control him when he comes on. So let's do that. It is definitely, yeah, definitely me leading it. Let's do this.
Lead our forces into battle, my lord.
Let's hope you do well, Guggenkavin. At least do as well as your brother. Your brother's doing... I presume it's your brother. It's the same surname. But then again, like, I consider things like... Loads of people are called Jones here in Wales. It's like a common name. Surname. Alright. It's a foggy day. Let's just have it clear. I can't think of really any... It is raining slightly, in fact. That's okay. We'll take that. Any wise words, my general, before we start the fight?
And so we come to battle. Order and discipline are the keys to the gates of victory. Without obedience, we are nothing. A rabble like our foes. And I will not have that. But I will have the skin of any man who disobeys orders! The fire and brimstone smell from our enemies is not actually them, servants of Satan though they be. They have cannons among their armory in the field. And now all is said. Let's to it, pell-mell, and send our enemies to fry in hell!
Some inspirational words right there. It's quite a bright, considering that it's dark. It's supposed to be a night battle, so we're probably fighting this at dusk or something like that. Okay, let's have a look. So, we're starting off on the east side of the map. If I remember right from the campaign map, reinforcements will be coming in down here. It's tempting to try and have it so the troops are sort of branched out to force the enemy to spread out, but on the other hand, it's going to be hard for me to actually maybe try and do this because we've got quite a few horse units and we need to capture a gatehouse. I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to have my troops come down here and be supported so we have all my force together. We can always branch out once we get through the settlements, but for here I think it would be better. So everyone's going to come down here initially. Right. But the catapult's going to be coming on as well, so we'll make sure to let them catapult do some work first. But let's have my Morganic Spearmen hold that, because it's better for me to have them. They're more heavily armoured, better in combat, so they'll do better. Okay, you guys can just form up here. You guys can just form up here, and let's just start the battle. Okay, so we've got quite a few units coming on the battlefield. Fantastic. Let's just do this. Catapult, I'm going to have you guys, let's not have you use fire shot, let's just have you use normal. Oh, you can't do anything yet because you're not on the battlefield. Okay. Let's just have a sort of basic formations put up. Not that we're actually going to use it right away, but might as well get our people into position. So, you guys over here, you guys over here. Right. You guys can be here just to sort of supplement that smaller unit of Spearmen. No, hang on. You guys need to come here. Alright. You guys can come along the back here. With Elvin, we've got 2 units. Let's have you guys come up along here. Irish Kerns, you guys can form up there. Catapults, we're going to take you off. Yeah, you're not firing flaming shots. We're going to have you guys come up to here, and then we'll have you pelter the gates. We need to knock the gates down at the very least. Because, well, we've got quite a few javelin men and up here. Once we get into melee, we should do okay. It's just a little bit concerning because of the amount of towers we're going to be facing along this bit. But it's going to be a tough nut to crack anyway, in my opinion. Okay. Everyone else is getting into position, are they? Let's see, let's have General and Horsemen. You guys can just form up on the flanks here, ready to march forward. Everyone else is either in position or marching into position. Okay. Let's just speed things up. Might as well go 6 times speed. Can I see how long we got left of the battle? Apparently not. Right. Catapults, how far are you doing? Now, problem with this, if hopefully, I mean, I don't see why my siege tower is going to be damaged or anything, because, I mean, I've only got javelin men and that's not going to do anything against us. But I'm a little concerned if we don't knock down that gate, it's going to be, with the catapult, it's going to be very problematic for this battle, because we're not going to be able to break in, and especially with all these horsemen I've got, these will really smash any of the enemies we'd be facing, apart from maybe the spear units. So if we can't get my horsemen in, that's going to make things difficult. Right, still not in range, are you? Okay, let's move you a little bit further forward. As soon as you sort of, I want to make sure they're a little bit closer so they can get that damage, but at the same time, what's we got here? Trebuchets and bombards. That could be a problem. We'll just try and hope that they don't do too much damage. Let's spread you guys out a little bit just so we can take a little bit less damage. Okay, stop. Alright, let's have you assault. You are firing at the gates, yes. Right, basically I'm just going to allow them to smash down the gate first of all. Hopefully they're going to smash down the gates. Grand Raiders, let's have you actually come forward a little bit. I want to keep an eye and see what we're doing, how much damage we're doing against these gates, rather than the gatehouse. So if I can get someone nearby so we can at least get attention to the percentage, that would be nice. Continue moving forward. Because we already used up nearly a quarter of our ammunition for the tower. For the catapult, I mean. 36, crap, that's a lot of damage. 3648. Okay, pull back. Right. Well, it's good to know. We're doing some damage to the gates at least, and we've still got more than half our ammunition. Okay. Let's have a quick look. Javelin men are up on the walls. They got a few more javelin men up on this side, as well as their archers. And up. How are we doing here? Alright, we must be nearly done. Alright, let's move forward slightly. 96%. Fantastic. Alright, let's watch out for those trebuchets. Right, just need one more shot against their gates. Come on, catapults, I have faith in you, come on. Don't disappoint me now by hitting the gatehouse.
The gates are down!
Okay, slow things, go back down to normal speed. Okay, let's do this. So, I'm just going to have my generals start, my horsemen and that just charge straight through. Let's have them go slow initially. Generals can stay back a little bit, just so we can keep them out of the... so they don't get hurt. But yeah, you guys can start here. The rest of the troops, we need to get some troops onto the walls. I'll tell you what, let's have my siege tower start making its way forward. Let's have them come up against this unit here. We should have the advantage in the battle, and we can always march everyone else up to support. Okay, let's have... can we have you guys march forward a little bit just to try and do some damage against these javelin men up here before we get into assault? Aye. It would be nice to actually just smash our way through into the center right now. I mean, what else do we have to deal with? We've got spearmen making their way up. Okay. I'll tell you what, let's start bringing in the rest of the army as well. So, we're off spearmen. We're going to have you marching straight towards the center. Cavalry, let's have you guys come around here instead. Grand Raiders, we're going to have you just charge forward, engage their lines. Alright, how's my catapult? Siege tower's looking fine. With Elvin, we're going to have you guys march up into here as well. Okay, you guys, let's have you run so you're not getting fired at. Oh crap, what the hell? Oh, they've got blister towers. Damn it. I don't think my tower's going to make it there in one piece. Damn. It's okay.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Yeah, there's spearmen and bombard. Yeah, they got spearmen and Glatch coming down here. So I'd rather not have my horsemen engage those troops. Can we have them spin around here so they can make their way slowly towards the court, the center bit? Let's have you guys come here for the moment. Right, who else is making their way into formation? Okay, you guys can come out of... yeah, you guys engage. No, I'll tell you what, actually, have you guys come up onto the walls here. Alright, siege tower's been destroyed. That's unfortunate.
Damnable luck! Our siege towers have been destroyed.
Well, that's okay. I'm glad that we managed to actually get our troops into position where they did, because otherwise that could be quite problematic. You guys need to make your way out of here. Get going! God's sakes. Okay, archers, you're doing damage, fighting them on the walls. Okay. You guys make your way up onto the walls here so we can start attacking them. Glatch is making their way through. That's okay. Right. Grand Raiders, you guys come into and deal with these. Right, where's those spearmen? Slowly making their way down here. Right. You guys should be making your way over here like I've asked you to, instead of going down a separate street. Okay, Grand Raiders, your victory seems quite supreme.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast,
apparently we're going to be defeating this unit of Glatch. That'd be fantastic. If we can get the enemy's troops to engage here, I'll bring my mailed knights back in order to do rear charges against them. But we want to make sure, yep, their spearmen are engaged in my front line here. That's great. Okay, we are taking a few casualties across the board, unfortunately, but it's just a case we need to push through the center. Right, Javelin Man, Grand Raiders, you're still fighting, okay? Right. Okay, you guys, we need you to come back here and charge. We should be able to push the Glatch back quite easily. It's the spearmen that are going to be a little bit more of a concern. In fact, the potential thing to do is once we get that first charge in, to charge up forward then and attack those artillery pieces. Right, what's the situation up here? I think my Grand Raiders are facing some damage pain right here. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's have how's these charge going in? Not too well, because we're charging right into the spearmen, despite the fact we're fighting from the rear. Okay, tell you what, let's have you guys come back here instead. Pull back, we'll deal with the artillery pieces, because they're doing some damage against us right now, and I would like to get rid of them if we can. What have they actually gotten in the centre, by the way? Unit of Javelinmen. Okay, again, fairly easy pickings once we've dealt with that. Right, you guys need to push forward. We need troops up on the walls as well, because at the moment my Gwent Raiders are taking some severe casualties. I mean, to be fair though, they do say that victory is quite confident of victory. In fact, yeah, some units are beginning to rout already. Whoa, things are slowing down quite a bit. Why is it going so slow? It's a 5 frames a second right now. But nothing really... I mean, this is an old game. It should not be doing this. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, how are you guys doing against them? You should not be losing this. Okay, Gwent Raiders. Let's have a quick look. Alright, let's have you guys come across this unit of... if possible, to have go up against this unit of Gaelic archers up on the walls here. Right, how are we doing here? These are starting to waver. With Velvin, let's have you guys push in. Everyone basically should be fighting through the gate right now. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck. We can't push any further, but it's okay. We at least managed to capture the gatehouse? Okay, no. So, we've got the thing now, as I can see. Yeah, we've got oil pouring down behind us as well. That was the thing. I thought we captured the gatehouse already, because we've already got troops that have charged through, basically. Okay, right. Horsemen, pull back. Let's have you guys charge this unit. Turn around and attack this unit again. Alright, what we got here? Javelin men firing. Now something we could do is once we break that through the center, we just need to capture it and not have to deal with the... Oh, come on. Let's break through before... break these so we can get out of here before my troops... Let's take more casualties from the oil. Come on. I know you're wavering. We need you to rout. That's one unit. That's the other unit. Great. Okay, everyone, move in. Move in. Okay, generals, we're going to have you come in to supplement the situation. Everyone basically is on the ground. Make your way into the settlements now before we take any more damage like this. Okay, the other Gwent Raiders, let's have you guys come up onto the wall to help out your mates. Because at the moment it's a bad situation when it looks like my raiders are going to be losing to archers. That's going to bother me. Taking so many casualties. I'm honestly in shock about how much casualties we've lost because of dealing with the oil. Right. Okay, let's deal with the center now. They're pretty weak. We should be able to take them out. Right, tell you what, Javelin men, archers, let's have you guys charge forward in order to defend. General, why are you taking damage? Alright, catapults, let's have you... We don't need you anymore on the map. We'll have you withdraw. Right. Basically, all my troops now need to start making their way towards here. We'll have them march, so they're not going to be taken... get too tired, especially after the previous bit of fighting.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right. You guys... Okay, they're bringing in more artillery, so we need to make sure we take them out. Okay. Basically, not quite who I asked initially, but... that archers come in to attack these. In fact, make your way just to here. That would be better. Okay, how are you guys doing on the wall? We should have defeated them already. Okay, they're routing and they're making their way into the center. That's fine by me. We can make sure they do a lot of casualties along the way. Alright. Speed things up a little bit because we're now coming up towards 30 minutes.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Fine. Charge it. Charge and end troops because you don't want to listen to me when I tell you to head off in another direction. It wasn't even difficult. I asked them to move across the courtyard instead of getting stuck in the court here. Right, pull over here. Jesus Christ, they're firing close range. Right. I'll tell you what, knights, come over here and deal with their artillery pieces. Generals, we can have you come and help out, so we're not taking any unnecessary risks. Everyone else is going to charge forward. Safarin, what are you doing all the way up here? I told you to disappear down the streets. Get out of here. Alright, everyone else, kill them. Just slaughter them all at this point, right? Victory is apparently a distinct possibility. Military... right. Velvin, you guys are fighting.
The enemy
apparently...
are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, everyone else make your way up. I still can't believe the battle has gone the way it's done. We've lost so much men because of trying to deal with getting through the gates. I thought despite I should have actually perhaps done... Looking back, I should have used my cavalry a lot more, despite the fact that we were fighting spearmen. By having them constantly cycle charge, we could have done a lot of casualties against them and got through a lot more quickly. So that's my fault, and I'll have to remember that for the future. Right, let's deal with these javelin men now, please. Right. We'll have to be careful though, because they do a fair bit of damage because they're armor piercing, and don't forget they are pretty decent in melee. Right, they are apparently starting to waver. Okay. Let's pull you guys back.
My lord! Our men are in command of the city!
Fantastic. Now, I don't need to bother chasing our last artillery crew over there, because there's no way they're going to be getting over here in time. So, let's just have you guys pull back. Let's have you guys pull back. And then we'll have them charge in for one last... I think I've been spoiled a bit by doing things with artillery and that, where my troops actually listen to you when you actually tell them to do stuff. So when I've told them instead like to run up this courtyard, instead they decide to attack the units here. When I tell all my units to retreat so we can get that nice charge into the rear of this unit, instead I have them keep in fighting, even though they were able to pull out before.
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base.
Have we killed them all yet? I'm sorry if I do sound a bit annoyed at this point. It just seems we've taken loads of casualties. We've had to fight our way through. We still haven't captured the center yet, and you know this small unit of javelin men apparently have done a fantastic job against me. Right, let's just speed things up like this, and to be honest, going by 6 times speed didn't do that much better, especially with the frame rate. But we've now managed to win this. I did see, in fact, we've got some people who are marching their way up down here. I'll tell you what, let's have you guys just charge in and kill them off. If you guys fail to do a good job against this artillery crew, I am going to be annoyed.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
18, 17, 16...
Behold how all of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
We lost 688 men. To be fair, it does say here that the enemy killed 804, so we did recover a few casualties. That's okay. Yeah, some like Grand Raiders managed to heal up 36 and 39 men. That was a costly victory, if anything. Okay. Well, we're going to do the normal thing. Execute the soldiers. And take the settlement.
Such is the fate
Exterminate.
of all who oppose us.
There we go.
Victory!
Ah, do they not have blister towers?
Now kneel still before us, my lord.
Or is it just because we destroyed... That's the thing when you exterminate populations, you basically damage all the settlements and knock them down a level for some of them. Let's have you just build a port. Alright, City Watch. Yeah, let's get a City Watch built as well. It's only a city, so we can't actually get much in the way of replenishment. We can get the taxes up a little bit, at least. Okay, so let's have a quick look. You guys, we might as well merge you. We might as well put the armies together if we can. So we need 4... What can we do here, in fact? You guys can merge up. So can you guys... It's giving me 6 slots. How many do we have in the settlement? 6. Okay.
Command me, sire.
So what I'm going to do, let's put you guys together and we'll see what we can do about merging a few of them.
My lord.
So you guys can come here. You guys can stay together. We've only got that 1 unit of organic spearmen, so we might as well do that. The safe win. I'm going to have you guys supplement these ones. There we go. Irish Kerns we'll keep. We've got everything else. We can't recruit anything right now. We can't retrain anything right now. Let's hire a spy while we're here. Right. And, oh, mission expired. Oh right, we're supposed to have apparently attacked the port of Tipperary, but we not only captured it, we destroyed it as well. Right, Gurgen Kavrin has now got +1 dread. And become a mean leader, so he's now got 2 dread. Assassination mission is success. Okay, thank you. Right. So, that was a lot more costly than I expected, but we've managed to take the city. So, what we were able to do is... Well, I hear my dog barking in the background for some reason. Let's hire a couple of units here. So what I can do with these is send them down into a garrison the city while we move on in the next episode.
Orders.
You're moving down here with your full stack. Yeah, let's end the turn, I think. That's really what else we can do this turn. So, let's check the time. Right. Okay, that's fine. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to end the episode after the end turn phase. I've given it some thought. I've decided to no longer do the whole, hour-long special when it comes to, like, the 10, 20, 30, or 40th episode. I think it's a lot more palatable for people just to sit there and watch a 30, 40-minute one rather than an hour one every time. I mean, it's just going by what I've seen, and to be honest, it means I can, it doesn't take up as much time then for me to have to sit there and wait for the video to render when I don't have to do 20 extra minutes. And most of the time my episodes, like today's one for example, has gone on now to nearly 40 minutes, so we make it up during the week anyway, doing the other episodes in the meantime. Right, all these troops are marching around. Right. Well, fingers crossed. Next episode we should have... Oh, we decided to go after those rebels. Fine by me, good sir. So the plan is, next episode... Oh, hang on. We've got a suitable husband for Drusilla. Hopefully she's not too crazy like Buffy's. Yeah, I'll take him. Promising commander, 20 years old. Thieves Guild, sure. Got a new settlement... Take a settlement. For Edinburgh. Okay, we can do that quite easily, in fact. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to end the episode here. What we're going to do next time is finish off the Irish part of the campaign. We've got one last city to take. We've got quite a few armies and units in position to head down to take the settlement. So we should be taking it next episode. And we will then focus then on what's left of the Scottish advance, where we've got a mission now to take the city, which is what we were planning to do anyway, and we can continue pushing upwards and even try and deal with some of the Norwegian settlements we'll be facing along the way. But all that's going to be happening in the next episode, but for now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me then. But until then, goodbye for now.